Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our revolutionary Bohemia campaign in the EU4 with me, your host, Luckymarine. A little bit wary of the Ming, not so wary of the Ottomans, but they're in exactly the same boat. So, how much is it going to be? It's going to be 5 and a little bit wars. To dismantle the Ottomans, it's going to be 5 and a tiny bit wars to dismantle the Ming. However, that is if we stay to 100% peace deals. We often go a little bit higher than that, as we have seen in previous episodes. Chelyabinsk is about to be integrated. I've also started building quite a lot of buildings. Did have 144,000, now just 14,000 ducats in the bank. Lots of buildings. What else? A few rebels. Ardalan separatists. It's that little thing here, didn't we? Yeah, it's getting caught. Could increase the autonomy. Would get rid of it. We could increase autonomy and then strengthen government. It would help our republican tradition, I think. Yeah, you're not too bad. And he's not that old either. I might do that. I might do that. Job has been integrating. 97% in 5 years, I think. 5 years so we can go to war with Russia. Now, when we go to war with Russia, who is allied to Buryatia, it presents itself a fine opportunity to get into the Ming. As long as we've got troops over here, as long as we can dictate terms to Buryatia, then we can cut through them and grab a border with Ming. I don't want to go to war with Ming immediately though. I mean, we could easily go to war with Ming immediately and probably win, but why do that if we can improve relations with him to a point where we may even get an alliance? Then open up with the border, start tanking his mandate to the point where he's taking more fire damage and more short damage. He will break the alliance, but it's then going to be a further 5 years before he can declare war, unless he wants outrageous stability hits. It allows us 5 years worth of tanking his mandate, and then we can just sweep through him easy peasy. Also, need to try split up this nonsense. Jean-Pierre and Majanaga. So I think fighting to Transoxania brings in Jean-Pierre. We can sweep through Transoxania fairly easily, and then a few strategic forts on the Jean-Pierre just to annul his alliance with Janagar. Load Goer up with 100 stack or so. Fight Janagar without Jean-Pierre. Looking at Ava, it's nothing. Janagar itself is a 2-war fight. Although this smells of client state. We'll take 100 score of like the coast, and then the internals will turn into client state that we can feed bits of Jean-Pierre to as well. Isolate Jean-Pierre and then get into them. What else? What else have I been doing? I've also set these merchants in the interior of Europe to establish communities for the improved relations. Now it's only 15%, but it does make a difference. Aggressive expansion comes down by 5.1 yearly, where that's in effect. If we go outside of where I've turned it on, let's see. Who would have aggressive expansion with us? The Ottomans. The Ottomans, their aggressive expansion, it's coming down 4.8 yearly. So it's a little bit, it's a tiny bit, but every little helps. So within 4 years or so, these are almost going to forget what we've done into Europe. Still allied with Austria. As long as he doesn't flip on us, I reckon we'll be able to dismantle the HRE very easily. What else? What else did I look at? Need to eat all these as well. I don't know why they're not fabricating on them. I don't know why they're not just outright going to war with them. Trade leagues. Trade leagues, that will give us an opportunity to dismantle tiny one province miners. We've got Brittany as well, who's allied with Gelre and Brabant. We can take a province off Gelre. Chances are he'll join a trade league. So it's not attacking directly into the HRE, as Austria is my friend for the moment. We'll leave Austria to the end, probably. What else? Oh, I went around and I got rid of the majority of shipyards. Shipyards? No. Dry docks. These things. Local sailors modifier. Now, when you are a small country, or small-ish country, and you're trying to build the naval force limit to make the most out of your ships, then dry docks kind of make sense because you don't really have that many sailors knocking about. However, we have more than enough sailors. We have more than enough coastal provinces. I must have got rid of hundreds of dry docks, and all they were doing was filling up a space. And the majority of the dry docks are turned into grand shipyards. So, in about, I don't know how long, grand shipyards, more grand shipyards. In about however long, 300 odd days, 300, in about a year, we're going to end up with a load more naval capacity. Fairly certain of that. Also, that reminds me, I need to take my heavy ships, the majority of my heavy ships, and I'm going to station them over here. When it kicks off with Ming, I reckon we can blockade him in. Blockade him in, focus on his armies. So we're not going to have random Ming stacks landing somewhere. I don't know what's his navy like. I think I was looking at it before. He has 60 transport, so he's got the ability to send stacks around the world. I don't really want that. I don't really want to deal with a faff of a 60 Ming stack somewhere. So we can, I'm fairly certain that we can we can lock Ming in with 120 heavies. We'll probably use our transports in the blockade as well. But that's not getting the game played, is it? What are we doing? What are we doing now? We don't have that much overextension. I could do with a quick fight. I don't think I can take you out. I don't think I can call this guy's provinces. So I have to turn him into a false vassal first. That's going to be fun. That is going to be fun. Oh, Brabant. Why do I have military access from you? So I can walk from one place to another, of course. Get rid of that. I think I will bring a stack down here. We'll force the vassalization. Just so that we can integrate him. It's not a lot and he doesn't link up to anywhere else. If we had a link to him, then we could just go in there and take the land for ourselves, but not to be. What about Kilwa? Oh, we'll go take Kilwa out. We have troops on this ship. Yeah, we'll go take Kilwa out. Who are you allied with, Kilwa? Timurids and Enerea. Enerea getting the poop pushed in fairly aggressively. Timurids, I'm not bothered about that. Yeah, okay, we'll find a fight. We'll mop up Kilwa. We'll also turn on Burgundia. We'll be starting to line up on Russia, but that means I need to send a stack. Do I not have a stack up here? I do. Right. I need you over on the Buryatia border. I will have to take this fort before we can demand bits and pieces that we want. We'll have to take his capital, probably. Where is it? Buryatia, where's your capital? Although we'll have to take a few forts to get what we want from Buryatia. Anyway, onwards. Excellent. Even more gold. Wish I could turn those off somewhere. I mean, we obviously don't need the tiny amounts of income from that now, do we? And it just, it's an annoying pop-up, but I know that if I turn it off, I'll never find it to turn it back on again. Alright, kill, where's your troops? Just here. What are you doing here? Sunni, what are you trying to do to it? Did we force your religion? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I'm sorry, Killer. I'm not sorry at all. Where's all my diplomats? Oh, diplomats. Show yourself. You come back from Ravensburg. Show superiority. We don't have access to the Timurids. Could still take land. Could still take it into a client state. Wonder if they'll ask for access through the Ottomans. If they do, then we can pounce on them, and we can start making inroads. Let's have you shuffling over here as well. Okay, kill one. Declare war on you. Timurids as a co-belligerent. I don't need them as a co-belligerent, do I? Unless they're only allied with these two. Only allied with Kilwa. Yeah, might as well make him co-belligerent. No harm in it. I'm getting lazy. Should have done it the first of the month. Okay. Oh, just let him go. Integration is indeed a slow process. And we've got coring to do, which means he didn't core some stuff. There's only 3 provinces. I'll let him off. So, Bohemian Western Europe. Looking not bad. Looking not bad at all. What have you got? We've got some trade ships and some nonsense. They need upgrading, they do not. What else? Right, you. To where the other stacks are going. What is this? Where were you going with that? Okay. It decided to get involved. Good job we integrated him when we did. Otherwise he'd be still walking this very day. Also, let's take that back because that not being taken back is silly. Don't want independence for Huza. Also, Golden Era. We are within 50 years of the game ending, so let's start the Golden Era. It's where it has its most value. Do our siege leader? We do. Right, you jump on that. And you over there. I wish I could see how far along he was with Mombasa in terms of turning it Catholic. I'll leave it for the time being. Also, can I get you away? I don't really want to be fighting a trade fleet. Although, transports, kind of late game transports, are really quite strong. There we go. And he does have somewhere to retreat back into. You're still fixing up. jump onto that. You with... No. You in charge. Jump onto that. And siege specialist on to the other fort. Everyone's going where they need to be. Did you have any more troops? No. Random fort. A tiny navy. That's about it. Good. Good. Where's my other diplomat? 2-3. Let's look at improving relations with Ming. Also, I'll keep one spare for declare on Burgundy. Okay, good. Next. You should be going back to Mombasa. I don't care what you say. You should be going back to Mombasa. No, he has landed in the south, doesn't he? Sneaky. Alright, let's speed march down there. Now we can take tech, but it's quite far ahead of time. But we'll save that for breaching some wall somewhere. Dutch is here. Who's this? Well, we can breach the walls for him. Also, let's make it in such a way that you keep my general, who has the siege ability even though they're the ones in charge. It's going to make no difference. I will give you the 3-star siege general. Good. You're now fixed up. Let's have you protecting trade in Gulf of Aden. A burst of administrative thought. 50 admin. Excellent. Next, you lot. You protect trade in Zanzibar. Alright. We're on 79% of this. I should be pushing this fleet somewhere else, to be honest. But the difference in trade income should be quite pronounced. I've put quite a few of my fleets in for upgrading. We're on 100% down. I'm fairly certain we're on 100% down here. There's no point in you being there. So I'm going to send you to the Gulf of Aden as well. Don't think I need a fleet up there. Again, 91%. Where's my Caribbean fleet? You protect. Yeah, 57. Yeah, 57's acceptable, but we can pump those numbers. You're on the Caribbean. You. Take them away. Protect trade in, what's it called, Chesapeake Bay. And you're in the Gulf of St. Lawrence. We do have, no, it's just 60%. Gulf of St. Lawrence. What about my North Sea Fleet? I don't think I have a North Sea Fleet, do I? So have you protecting in Lubeck? I should see quite a big jump, because that's the majority of my trade fleet was just sat around, thumbs up bums, doing nothing. Good. Good. And not too good. Yeah. 200 ducat difference. Excellent. Making over 1,000 ducats per month. Every month. I knew this was going to happen. Why didn't I react to it? Because I had troops down here that was going to... I was going to deal with those troops. We can still sort them out. In fact. What is this? Who are you? Don't trace with Songhai. What do you know? How is Songhai a thing? They haven't popped out because of a rebellion or anything, have they? Nah, they must have been there before. What do can we get? Why was they doing innovative ideas? There must have been a reason. Probably a policy. Probably a policy. I think it was pertaining to siege. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll take out Songhai. Use you to squish 9 enemies down here. Well, this works. Bohemia have insulted us. That's very silly of him. Now, I'm not bothered where the Timurids are going. I'm not bothered where their minion is going. They can't do enough damage to us. Relative to what we can do to them. That's fine. This is not. Sneak past us. Just push a couple out there and let's try and charge these down. They're coming back at us. And you're locked. Okay. That's silly. They must have seen the 2-stack and thought I could take that out. But no. No, they couldn't. Okay, Songhai. Let's declare war before you end up building that monstrosity of a fort. Good, good. Sort of, kind of. And we'll wait till you're locked. And fight there. 15 armor tradition or professionalism. Always a professionalism. How many do you need? 11. Another couple of mercenaries just to make sure that it happens. And that's that fight done with. Alright, Tims. Speak to me. Breach your walls there. Interesting. Bessarabia is a fort, is it not? It is. Don't get this. I do like their garb though. I do like the Timurid uniform. That's pretty cool. We're gonna keep this dude. He should be a 655 now. 644. Still pretty good. Only 59. Young. Sort of. What else? In 3 years we can go towards Russia. Can we get out of there? We can. Let's head generally towards Russia. Are you not protect trade? Low back. Away you go. There we go. That's better. What other random stacks do we have? Stuff down here, but I was expecting rebelliousness down there. That's my 120 heavies. I'm going to send my 120 heavies towards Ming right now, so they're there when we need them. More diplomats. Plus 38 with Ming. We could roll marriage into alliance there. Yeah, we don't need to, but it'll just be useful. It'll just give us a little bit of breathing room. Not breathing room. It'll just retain some of our manpower. If we're fighting a weakened Ming because his mandate's below 50, then that's going to be a lot better for us retaining manpower. And I'm terrible at retaining manpower. Okay, alright. So you take out these rebels whilst you're there. We're in positive numbers in the Timurids. Where's their capital? Here, Herat. It's in flat, isn't it? It is. Of all the mountains that you could build, of all the mountains that you could choose for his capital, he decided to choose the flatlands. Can't really speak yourselves, but our capital was to put down any risk. Oh, they were coming down to meet us. How cute. Our capital got moved to Netherlands, or the Netherlands area, to ensure that the Netherlands people didn't pop. I don't need your money. Probably left him as 1 province minor so I could get rid of a load of cores. Quite a few cores, it would appear. Lovely. We'll see Jafasa, excellent. Let's make sure that we are the first one on the next one, because we have good siege ability. Grab that core, we'll grab you as well. In fact, cancel both of you. Wait till this comes in so that we can pick all that finish on 11 or all that finish on 13, so that I'm not always into that menu. It's not going off all the time. So we're going to get on there first. We are. Good. Won the siege of Bojnod. Excellent. You jump onto Herat. Long live the Republic. Goods produced modifier plus 10%. Excellent. The Girondists grab 10 influence. I think we're already Girondist up, aren't we? Yep, we went 100% Girondist. For the manpower recovery speed, actually, out of all that. When you get to this point, it's about smashing lots of people against fewer people. So the discipline doesn't really mean that much. The aggressive expansion is poor, but you just want more and more people. Let's breach those walls, even though there aren't enough people on there just yet. We'll breach these as well. The quicker we can get through, the quicker we can be doing other things, other activities. Right, all of you three should come in on exactly the same date. So I'm opening up that menu every 11 months instead of every 2 or 3. We'll bring everyone down here. We'll go to war with Buganda. And we're probably going to have to force vassalize him, but we should be able to do it and get him integrated before the end of the game. Anything else? Transport fleet. Don't need to upgrade you. Just one ship. We must have captured a random transport from somewhere. Let's turn off forced marching so you retain or you grab a little bit more morale. The Ottomans. Ottomans look like they're going to war. Probably going to go to war with the Timurids actually. Yeah. Colonial border conflict. I'll do that. To that end, let's go and cover off on border provinces. So the Ottomans can't snaffle these 3 provinces and decide that they want it for themselves. What's siege for at? Excellent. Next, is there another fort? There is not. Could do a little bit of carpet sieging. Who's that? Reinforced speed, land force limit, Luckymarine, fort defense. Fort defense gives us more time, but he is of the right culture. Let's get rid of all of these. Let's try and pick up a discipline guy that is of our culture, so we can bump him up to level 5. Having a lot of milk points coming in is useful for us. Deploy route, spy network, no. For the amount of times that we breach walls. I mean, it's 50 mil points down the toilet every time we do it. Discipline, not of the acceptable culture. Morale, not of the acceptable culture. What culture are you? Neapolitan. No. I already know it's not going to be enough dev to turn it into an acceptable culture. I'm looking for an improved relations advisor that we can bump up to level 5. Okay. I've enacted an imperial reform. They're on to the second one. They might be able to get all the way to the end. Probably not. Who are you at war with? Why are you walking through my land? Oh, I thought this was Ottomans. It's not. Not that they look similar. Discipline, nope, nope, nope. I can do this all day. I have the income to be able to do this all day. I'm not going to be fobbed off with you've already got an improved relations advisor on the seat, therefore another one's not going to generate behind, because that's wrong. I've had 3 of exactly the same type. One here and one in 2 of the 3 seats here. Exactly the same as what I already had. So you're full siege. Might as well start taking you. I'll just put you in my land. And declare this war. Where's your capital? Probably just have to take that out. Have you even built a fort? No. Easy. Oh, there's a couple of forts in there. Alright, well, let's have a look at getting the Timurids out. See what they would give us. We did bring them in as a co-belligerent. Why am I black flagged? Probably won't give us his vassal. He was co-belligerent. Maybe something like that. We'll concentrate on taking his forts out. Anyway, I don't know why I'm black flagged here. I don't know what's happened. How is this a thing? We'll withdraw. How has that been a thing? I don't know. But we'll... Oh, I can't get past you now. How weird. Anyway. That has been more than 30 minutes. I do apologise for that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Luckymarine. As always, you lot have been amazing. Join me next time for trying to get Discipline Advisor at the right culture, because we're mega racist. and everyone else of a different culture can go fuck himself. Till next time, do take care. That was really bad.